So here's the truth about blockchain jobs in 2025. No. 1. It's not all about coding. There is this idea that you need to be a coder to get a job in the blockchain space, but that is just not true. Actually, by 2025, over 80% of blockchain jobs won't even require any tech skills whatsoever. This is because the entire Web3 industry is just growing so fast right now. We're talking about thousands of new projects, protocols, and startups popping up every single month, and they all need general business roles to keep things moving. So we're talking about marketing managers, content writers, operations, legal, compliance, customer success, etc. And since many of these roles are brand new, no one really has all the answers. So if you know what you're doing in one of these fields, then you will definitely land a job in the Web3 industry. Now, number 2, high-demand non-tech roles. So let us take a look at some of the most in-demand non-tech roles that you could start applying for right now. No one. Community manager. Now, this is actually one of my first jobs in this space back in 2021. So I helped out a major crypto exchange with their community management. Basically, you would engage with users on Discord or Exec, answer questions, and direct them to the right resources. The key skills here are communication and patience. As a community manager, you must be able to communicate clearly and effectively with a wide range of people from beginners to experts. You also need to be very patient as you'll be dealing with all types of users, including those who may be frustrated or confused. Now, the pay is pretty decent for this role. We're talking about anywhere between $3,000 and $6,000 per month, depending on your experience and where you are in the world. No. 2. Content creator/writer. Now, this is another role that I've personally held. I've been writing about blockchain and cryptocurrency since 2017. And this is basically where you explain complex blockchain tech in simple language for everyone else. And the reason why this role pays so well is because there is an insane amount of jargon in the space. Most people don't understand what private key, seed phrase, or public key means. And investors lose millions of dollars every year, simply because they don't understand the tech that they're reinvesting in. So good content writers, and indeed all technical writers, are highly sought after in the Web3 industry. Now, this is more of a freelance type of role. You can expect to make around $1,000 per article. Now, it depends on your experience and where you are in the world. I know people in India who do this for much less, but over in the US and Western Europe, you can command a pretty high price for writing articles about blockchain technology. Number 3. Partnerships manager. Now, this is a role that is gaining a lot of traction lately, and basically you'll be helping other companies grow by setting up collabs and partnerships. For example, maybe you know a platform that helps onboard new users into Web3, and you know a wallet provider that wants to reach more users. You can connect these two companies and facilitate a partnership deal. Now, you do need a code for this, but it does help if you understand how the tech works, so you can speak the lingo. But the biggest skill for this role is your ability to network and find mutually beneficial deals for both parties. It's a very interesting role, and the pay is pretty good too. I've seen partnerships managers making upwards of $5,000 per month. And again, it all depends on where you are in the world. No. 4. Product manager. So this is a role that I currently hold within my company. So we're rebuilding a web app that helps onboard new users into Web3, and our product manager makes sure that we hit all of our milestones without having to code. Basically, a product manager keeps track of everything that needs to be done and makes sure that everyone is working towards the same goal. So in order to become a product manager, you do need to understand how the tech works, but you do unnecessarily need to be able to code. Again, this is a role that is in super high demand right now, and you can make anywhere between $4,000 and $10,000 per month. And last but not least, support or customer success. Now, this is a role that I recommend for anyone who is just getting started in the Web3 industry. Basically, you re-guiding people as they navigate different web apps and dApps. And the key skill here is patience. Most people in Web3 are complete beginners, and they don't understand how to interact with decentralized applications. So sometimes you do need to walk people through step by step, and oftentimes, people just want to talk to a human being, because it can be quite overwhelming when you first enter the space. Now, these roles are mostly part-time, and you can expect to make around $2,000 per month. But as you grow in your career, you can easily earn upwards of $5,000 in this field. No. 3. Remote and global. Now, this is one of the best things about working in the blockchain industry. Just about every role is fully remote, and most companies pay in crypto. This means that you can literally work from anywhere in the world, and you do need a college degree. All you need is a killer portfolio and proof of work. And yes, there are some jobs that do require certain degrees, but they're few and far between. Most employers in the Web3 industry care about your past work experience and whether or not you can solve problems. They don't really care about what piece of paper you have hanging on your wall. Now, before we go any further, please consider following if you haven't done so already. Alright, number 4. Tools you should learn. Now, there are some tools that you should definitely learn. If you want to break into the Web3 industry, and I'm not talking about coding tools or development tools, I'm talking about general tools that will make your life easier as you're navigating the space. So the first tool that I recommend is Notion. So Notion is a great tool to organize your team and documents. It's kind of like Google Docs on steroids. So almost every company in the Web3 industry uses Notion in some shape or form. The second tool that I recommend is Discord and Telegram. So these are the main tools that you use to manage online communities. Almost every project in the space has a Discord server, and many of them have Telegram groups as well. So it helps to learn how to navigate these platforms, as there's usually a lot going on. Next up, we have Mir Zeiss and Paragraph Zeiss. These are two great tools for writing and publishing on the blockchain. So instead of writing on Medium, you can publish your articles on Mirror or Paragraph. This way you can earn money by writing, and the articles are also stored on the blockchain, so they re-censorship resistant. Now next up we have Lens Protocol and these are two new social media protocols that could very well be the future of decentralized social. So it helps to start experimenting with these platforms early on. And last but not least, MetaMask and Wallet Connect. Now these are two tools that you use to navigate dApps like a regular user. So you don't need to build anything, you just need to know how to use the end product. Now, speaking of navigating dApps, it can be quite hard to find blockchain jobs in the first place. So let me tell you where to look in number 5. Here are 3 great places to start looking for blockchain jobs. Number 1, Web3.career. This is a great job board that lists hundreds of open positions in the Web3 industry. Then we have CryptoJobsList.com. This is another job board with a similar mission. And finally, we have Remote3.co. Now this is my personal favorite, as it only lists fully remote positions. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in working with my team, then feel free to apply on our careers page. Alright, and the final tip is how to stand out without coding. So it's pretty hard to break into the Web3 industry without any relevant experience. So here are a few ways to stand out from the crowd without knowing how to code. First and foremost, build a crypto-literate Twitter or X profile. So share your thoughts about the industry, engage with others, and build an audience. Secondly, publish content on Substack, Mirror, or Paragraph. Now, this is a great way to share your knowledge with others and establish yourself as a thought leader in the space. Then we have volunteering at Do. So there are tons of decentralized autonomous organizations in the Web3 space, and most of them need volunteers to help out. You can offer your services on a platform like Board, XYZ, and gain some hands-on experience. And finally, contribute to forums. So there are many blockchain forums out there where you can share your knowledge and help others. One of my favorites is Governance, XYZ, where people discuss all things related to DAOs. Alright, so that's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, please follow and check out my newsletter where I share more insights about the Web3 industry.